Hey guys, I'm Brogan. Today in this video we're going to unbox, demo, and review the Couchmaster Cycon 3 from NerdyTec. This looks like a really cool product that provides a comfortable solution to creating a workstation or gaming station from the comfort of your own couch. Let's dive in and check out this product. All right guys, here is our Couchmaster Cycon 3 from NerdyTec. Now, this is our platform. We would go ahead and put two cushions underneath here. One would go under here, one would go under here, and then you'd be sitting in the middle. So it builds everything up. You'll see how this all looks momentarily. We've got a spot right here for our keyboard. We've got a spot over here for our mouse. We've got the mouse pad that's fixed on here. There's a little adhesive under here that locks everything in place. You can customize this. You can move it over here. You can put the keyboard there. Everything here is fully customizable. This is just how I chose to use it. We've got different RGB light settings here. We even have a USB-A port and a Type-C port located right on here, so you could bring other connections into the mix here. You'll notice that my keyboard is wired directly into the inside of this. Inside here, there's some USB-A ports. I'll open this up and flip it over momentarily to show you around the inside of this. And then my receiver for my mouse is also connected internally, so I don't have to utilize these ports up here. I can keep those free for other devices. All right, guys, this is the bottom side of our platform. So we've got two screws on each panel here that open up. So we'll go ahead and remove that screw. We'll go ahead and remove this screw over here, and I'll show you what everything looks like inside. So we can pop this panel off, and inside here, you'll notice that we have two USB-A ports right over here, and then we have a little tunnel that runs from this panel to that panel, so you can run different things through there if you wanted to. Let's go ahead and remove the other side of this, and this is going to be the main control panel over here. So this is where the majority of your wires go, and you can see one cable coming out of this. This actually provides a USB-A end to this, as well as a end that goes into a power outlet. Lots of leeway on that cable. So basically the way that this connects is it's going to connect over to your computer, and then it's also going to connect to a power outlet to provide power to everything. All right, guys, so you can see the white cable right here actually goes to the keyboard, and then the other two connections here go to this cable that gets threaded through, and then the other end of this is a USB-A connection, and that plugs into your computer. And there's also off of here, it splits into a power outlet connection, which powers the entire device. So anything that you connect over here, whether internally or on the other side where we had the USB-A and Type-C port, anything that plugs in here will connect over to your computer through this cable. So basically the entire thing acts as an adapter to connect multiple things over. If you wanted to, for example, use an external hard drive or SSD, you could go ahead and install that internally, or you can connect to the other side of this with the external port. And because it all connects over to your computer through this cable, you would be able to access that external hard drive or SSD right from any one of these USB-A connections. So it's really a cool and unique way to bring multiple connections over, but also provide basically a workstation or gaming station from your couch. Now, right up here, we have our control panel for the RGB lights. Right here's our power button. If you hit that, it powers off. Hit it again, it powers back on. Different mode options here. So we got a rainbow effect here that alternates colors. We've got a green effect. We've got different color options here. Oops, I hit the power button. We have this red that kind of runs across that panel. Looks really sharp there. We have white. We have like a peach sort of color, blue. We've got this blue and purple. It's a little bit hard to see some of these, but I'll kill the lights at some point too to show you guys how everything looks that way. So a bunch of different color options here. And then we have the panel right here. So we can adjust the color according to what is shown on here. So I went with a pink there. I can bring it down here to the blue. And then we can rub this up and down to alternate the variation. There's also speed options. There's brightness control, so we can make it really bright if we want to. Lots of different options here. And you can just kill it all together like that if you're just kind of working in the daytime, you don't want to be distracted. But I do love RGB lights. I think most people do. So very unique way to use this. You can actually fix the keyboard in place. They provide some double-sided strips that you can put underneath here. I've left it without those just because, honestly, it doesn't move much at all. You can see grips on there nicely, but I do have some little grips on the back side of my keyboard here. So every keyboard is going to be a little bit different, but love the way that this looks. Can't wait to test this out. The only downside is it does kind of grab dust, and you can see some of my dog's hair on here. Same thing with the pads as well that will go underneath each side. So let's actually take a look at those pads. I'll show you guys how this looks when I'm using it as well, so you get a feel for what the setup is really like when in use. So this is one of the pads that will go under one side, and there's two of these provided. Now, this looks kind of dusty, and it looks like there's kind of stains on here. It's because it's almost like a suede material where you have to kind of rub it all in one direction for it to look uniform. And just kind of throughout use, you'll see marks like that. That's just simply from me just sliding my finger on here. It does look a little stained up though. It looks a little dusty. And because I have two long-haired dogs, you do see some of the dog hair there. One of them's white. One of them has a little white on them. So the white dog hair does stand out on this, but that's the story of my life with anything black like that. So that's why I don't wear a lot of black t-shirts in my house. It just shows up on everything. But if we kind of comb this, you'll see that it does look more and more uniform the more that we rub all this in one direction. But let's go ahead and set this up so you guys can see how this looks when using it. All right, guys, I had a blast trying out this product today. Now, this definitely transforms your couch into a workspace or gaming space very comfortably and efficiently. So I think that's the intended use here, but keep in mind, you could definitely use this with a gaming chair. You could use this with an office chair as well. You may have to adjust the cushions a little bit. You may have to just use the platform by itself even, but it definitely works very nicely and provides a lot of comfort because you have a solution to housing both your keyboard as well as your mouse, controller. You can have documents on there as well. It's just a very long plank that enables you different things to be brought into the mix. So I thought it was very stable. I love the RGB lights on here, but to me, one of the key features is the fact that it also doubles as an adapter for multiple devices to be brought into the mix on your PC. So you have one PC connection, and that's a USB-A port. From there, you're able to provide additional ports within and on top of this platform here. So you saw once I open up those back panels that we have multiple USB-A ports inside. So we can connect the keyboard, we can connect the mouse, we could even bring in an external hard drive or SSD if we wanted to. And because you're connecting that over via USB-A connection internally, and it all goes through that one cable connection to your computer, everything would run off of it very efficiently. So really love what this offers. Again, the RGB lights are a nice touch. They really have no effect on the actual performance of this or solving any solutions to efficiency, but they look really cool. And as gamers, I think we all love RGB lights, so it just ties in there very nicely. So if you guys want some additional information on what NerdyTec is providing with this amazing Couchmaster Cycon 3 product, click the link at the top of your screen as well as in the description of this video. That is going to do it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up on the video, and of course hit subscribe to stay in the loop for all future videos right here on the Brogan YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.